D-O33
Tracks on the beatbox.
The Dano Akabochido's finest. You know Super Z. Hela. What? Yo, let's go. Menaga, one bar, I got 2 bars. You see Nabana Mabaya, Lingo Kufika far.
Alright, so my birth names are Luamba Zakaria Costume. That is my birth name or my birth names, alright? But I go by the name Super plus Nazi. That is Super Z, alright? A homeboy from the streets of Mufulera, in the streets known as Akabochido. I first got into music back in 2009. I started working with the late producer Cream Dola, may his soul rest in peace. He started up my music and taught me a whole lot of things that I know right now, the skill set that I have right now in the music industry, and whatever I have, I strongly feel I owe it to that man. But but passion actually got me into music. The passion and the drive that I had is what actually took me to the studio for the first time. You know, it is a feeling that just kept on rumbling in me, and at the end of the day I decided to hit the studio, and the first time I did it, it was fire. Up until now it's still fire. Who inspired me to make music? I can say I was self-driven. In as much as I heard a whole lot of pieces from other artists and I loved their stuff, something inside me told me I was better. Because every time I heard a song, I felt like I could do better, you know? It's not something that I was taught to do, you know, it is something I taught myself to do. So through other songs, quite alright, I can say Westlife, you know, the Westlife Coast to Coast album. I think that is one of the major inspirations I've had in the music, in my music career, so to say, you know. But after those people, I started making my own music, and I was self-driven. How do I describe the music that I create? The music that I create is struggle music. Yeah, struggle music. I can call it struggle music. Why struggle music? Because from day one, life has shown me thick and thin, and what I have gone through has given me direction in my musical career. So most of the songs that I personally make are songs that talk about hope and songs that talk about a better tomorrow, you know. So struggle has brought me to this place, and I would like to actually thank God because we are still standing, and thank God that this sound is actually being heard somewhere in different places. So the struggle drove my music. And my creative process is actually simple for me. I don't know how, but I feel I'm so blessed with so many ideas, such that when I listen to sound, any sound, man, I always have something to talk about. You know, so my creative process is usually simple. I write my music, I sit down to think about it, and few other songs that I typically make as freestyle, because I feel when I write, music is much more authentic. You know, it's much more real. It carries a bigger content, you know. So yeah, my creative process is fun, and I like to do it when I'm happy, you know. When I'm sad or things like that, sometimes I find myself running short of ideas. Yeah, but when it's a happy moment, a free Mandela moment, man, we flow. First and foremost, I'm a professional in something I won't mention. So if I wasn't doing music, I would be there full time, okay? But because of my music, I incorporate the two, you know, so I put these things together. But On the other hand, if I wasn't doing music, I would strongly be into the fashion business. I would be doing printing business. I think I have a passion for printing and a strong taste for fashion. Yeah. The internet has had major influence on the Zambian music industry as a whole, because back in the day it was very hard to move a song from one place to another. People moved with CDs and people moved with cassette tapes and so on and so forth. But that was before the net. In simpler terms, what I'm trying to say is the internet has brought us closer to the global community, because today I'll post a song and somebody in America will have it instantly, so that level of impact on the Zambian music scene has uplifted us, it has taken us to places that we don't even know we are, so I appreciate the net personally because it simplifies my hustle. It helps me deliver my product to many different places around my country, and the people far away from me, they all get access to view and support my music because of the internet. So really the internet has helped the Zambian music industry highly and greatly. I wouldn't want to choose a song over my babies. What I mean is my songs are my babies, and if I'm going to love one, I should love all of them. So I love all my songs. They're all my favorites, and I hold them in high esteem, just as I would hold one song in high esteem. Except the thing is, for music, with time, it changes tastes, and it brings a whole different sound. So you feel the new product has got maybe a better sound and you tend to be in love with it, or maybe the level of content in this new project maybe is higher than the previous one. But the previous ones are usually the experience. The previous ones are always the story. So all my songs are my favorites, and they're all equal. Just like. All right, internationally, I would point at Burna Boy. Yeah. I strongly feel Burna Boy is real, and he makes music that is for the people, and he represents his culture. For me, music that reminds the new generation of where they're coming from is music that is teaching the flock, because today, hey man, truth be told, we are losing it. The youth of today, we are all over the place. Why? Because we are not being taught or reminded of our roots and how our ancestors lived their life, But I feel if we are going to go out there in different places, we must be carrying our own culture with us, so that we teach the world what we are. So Burna Boy inspires me because of that fact. His musical content is strong. On a local level, I don't know who to point at, but I feel Chef has been a good inspiration. Yeah, Chef has been a good inspiration. Yeah, he also has this story in his music which is similar to mine. He speaks of hope and a better tomorrow, in his struggle to fame. So Chef has done it for me locally. The most trouble I've ever gotten into, I don't know, man. There's been a lot, but I think my worst experience was being taken into the jail cell itself. Yeah, for funny acts around, but it's not something that is criminal as per se. Yeah, it's just one of those hood moments, late night moments. The best advice I have ever gotten is my mom's advice. My mom likes to tell me to man up. She always says, my son, go out there and stand out. Don't be the one who follows others. Be the one they follow. In simpler terms, she inspires leadership out of me. She inspires manhood out of me and maturity. Because if one is going to be a leader, she must be like a mother. He or she must be like a mother. One who cares for the people and represents them in any way, wherever, at any time. So I feel my mom's advice to leadership and manhood has impacted me a lot and has brought me to this place of independence and responsibility. Okay, so if I could change anything about the industry, I would take the music back to the hood and support the upcomers, because it is the upcomers that actually make the current state of music. There's a saying that goes, experience is a repetition of the same mistakes. Why do I bring about this notion? I'm talking about the same people we used to listen to back in 2010. They cannot be the same people we are listening to in 2021. Why? Because time flies. They must have moved up to a certain level where at some point they were also considered youngins. So if these leaders of today are not going to have this mindset of bringing up the younger ones to fame, it means we are going to experience stagnation in the Zambian music scenes. The upcomer comes in with a whole lot of different ideas. The upcomer is the person that actually experiments. So out of these experiments, even the old people, maybe the older artists, gain some kind of popularity when they were about to lose it. So if I was going to change anything about the Zambian music scene today, I would support a whole lot of upcomers, including myself. It's 2021. Expect new things and expect bigger pictures. Currently, I'm working on single records, but I intend to produce some EP, and this EP should come in anytime before the end of this year. I'm talking mid 2021. Expect Super Z to produce an EP, and this EP is going to represent all of you. I hope you are going to support it, and I hope you are going to be there to raise your hands whenever we jump on your stage. Yeah.
Finest Super Z Excellence Bizan Allo la Mr. T Team DOD Big Alo buchushi na pishamo fyeba mayote timfute Vision kuba bombela paka future iwute Osani kwila siya ni lute Ninesuwa mufitanki boy ni siye ni nunke Got big dreams ya kubombesha no kufifuma no kufia No kuvengililo kwa vula na fia Never been heard mukapoto Bamona na kalimo we can fit mukapoto Pantufya tituafuma kugeto Pantufya titatulia potato Pantufya machips tatusalula kosane Lobese batutukile kugeto Nine pika ine chimutima chapu kama Umfa fitu twala tanta mapango mashade kama Ya lava warning na saini Dolo mapadaini Team